I want you guys to do that same thing. Try to mimic what I just did. As soon as you come to here, put the brakes on, just kind of take a breath almost, dot, press. Now, the prepping of your trigger is the second thing we'll kind of work on. The better you can prep as you extend, and even not even prep, but just get your finger on the trigger as you extend, dot press. Okay, so the only thing I really want you to do is I want you to make sure you weld that left hand to your stomach.
Okay.
All right? Chasing is a recipe for a bad grip and safety hazard.
Okay.
I want you to hit, knock the wind out of yourself with that left hand as it comes up. Okay? Let's go again. Stand by. Right. So, I want you to give me A's, and I want you to decelerate. You stabbed the gun out a little bit hard, bang.
Yeah.
Look where it went.
Yep.
Decelerate, you're doing a great job. So I want you to draw and hit that A zone in 2 seconds flat.
Okay.
Okay, stand by. Perfect, 207. Okay, another 1.5, perfection. Okay, 1.25, right? Way faster than you needed to. Perfection. $100 bill. 1.5A. Stand by. You owe me $100.
What? I put it on the A.
Oh shit, it's not that shot
No.
there. Oh, okay.
I was gonna say I put it in the A.
All right.
That time I got it. What did I...
Okay, the time's off, but
What was it?
we'll let you slide on that now. 140, perfect, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that should have felt like you're trying to slow
Yeah,
down.
it did.
That's a 140. Okay, let's walk her on down. Base here,
Mm-hmm.
and when you go to actually slide up the gun, you're going from this index to up and around. It's
Okay.
like there's space
Yeah.
that you can get a fumble.
Sure.
And then you're moving around that P.
Okay.
So that's a 1 second draw you just did.
Mm-hmm.
If you react fast.
Okay.
And you snatch. Same hand movements. Stand by. Okay, just a hair high of the A zone, 115, right? So that high shot is coming from just a little bit less deceleration than I want,
Okay.
right? Throw it out there, your momentum, everything's going up, 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 up. So you get high shots if you don't settle that whole thing. And just like we did earlier with the bouncing ball shit and gravity, pow! Act like there's a ceiling, there's a damn overhang right here, and you bang into it. Like you can't go any higher.
Mm-hmm.
But the chill out part of it and just kind of letting it up to that point, man, that last 6 inches has got to be just, okay? You just saw me move the same hand speed as him at 0.8. That's all snatching, that's all getting to the reaction, and then I'm just letting her roll on up. Stand by. Perfect A, 111.
Nice.
Hands look fairly slow. That looked super easy. Now, I can see a tiny bit of your tacticalness, right? So he extends pretty far before the shot actually goes off. If you look at me, when my shot goes off, bang, it's pretty close, right? It's this would be extended to about where you are, like you're not fully extended or anything, but you're breaking shots here, I'm breaking shots there. If you could slowly over time, just take like an inch
Okay. Yeah.
off of your presentation.
Absolutely.
Bang. Now, as we start to work this and the build drill, you're probably thinking, hey, we got a pile of targets over there. Why don't we put up new targets?
You just told us because you want to. It's easier to you could end up calling shots easier.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
watching
Eventually,
your
this is going
whole-
to start getting all shot up and shit, and I'm going to tell you to turn your head and tell me where that shot went from where your sight lifted from, where that dot lifted from. That's a little bit of an advanced skill that you might not get the same benefit as those guys, but it's still, you know. And it also, when you start doing a build drill and stuff, or anything transition-wise, it starts to mess with you. The dot allows you to see better, and you start to see holes appear, and you're like, oh, I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Right? And then, oh, fuck.
And that's when it fucks up.
Or something weird just because you're seeing holes appear. Sometimes you want to practice with a little less brightness, but stuff like this, especially for draw, because I want you to come up and react to the color of that sight, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Red, center of brown, send it. And then we'll work with the window stuff. So, put that dot in the center, two awesome job right there. 212, okay? And that's with you trying to go slow. Support hand, hit yourself in the stomach. Make sure of that. And then also what I would like you to try to do a little bit is come up a little higher. Okay. Kind of building everything, and then really almost like a little bit of a scoop presentation. So if you think about having a bayonet attached to your pistol, right? If you wanted to stab the target, you wouldn't fish or you wouldn't bolt. You'd go right to it, right? That's kind of the thing that we want to think of. Okay, beautiful. Okay, that's 1-3. So you're already kind of coming on down. Coming on down. All right? Just give me an A. Whatever it goes, whatever happens, it happens. All right. 114. Give me a little faster A. Stand by. Okay, 103. Nice, nice. 102, right up there, nice and centered. Okay, nice. All A's, around that 1 second mark, 102. So, that's honestly really solid, right? That's the only difference is starting to push yourself, right? Now it looks like you're at like the physical threshold right now of what you're kind of like capable of physically,
where I can
without,
see it,
right? Without getting crazy,
without just doing an index.
Yep.
You know?
So what I want you to do now is exactly that.
Okay.
Push it clear past. Stop thinking about perfect A's or anything like that, and really react to the color of that sight.
Okay.
As soon as you see red, pull the trigger. You're so center lined and nice that you could probably just turn your dot off and use your window and get the same hits.
All right, I'll try to just sort of see red.
See red, bang. Stand by. .94. Okay. Where'd that shot go? It's still in the A.
Yeah.
So
right in the middle.
Your index is solid as a rock, right? And your ability to throw the gun up there, like all you got to do now is send it.
Yeah.
Keep pushing yourself all the time, and we'll push it even harder in a second. So,
yeah, because I mean, you know, what to rip a 2-second build drill, it's kind of predicated on you got to have that 1 second or less draw.
About 1 second.
Yeah.
Yep. For me, my finger's pretty slow, really. I can do like 17, 18 splits, sub 20.
Yeah. I max out at like 20 right now.
Right. So you'll have to be 0.9 draw or so. For me, from concealment, I need to be about a 0.9, and then I'll end up at like 180 something.
Okay.
From this, I'll sling the draw pretty hard, so then I gain a lot. So then I can get like down to 1/6s and stuff like that pretty easily just because of the draw speed.
Okay.
You know. So, all right, let's just push this a little bit. You guys, I want you to keep thinking bang. Every time this beep goes off, you should be snatching a hold of your gun and trying to really react to it. All right, hand to the stomach, nice and easy. Stand by. Beautiful. Beautiful. That was like money. So So now we're gonna add 2 shots, right? So you guys are all gonna react off the same buzzer, and I'm just gonna kind of watch you. And this is where things change, because slinging that thing out there and putting 1 shot is one thing. Building a grip that you think that you can send 6 shots into there
Totally different.
is totally freaking different. And that's where everybody, all of a sudden, if you're gonna do a bill drill, you just did a 1 second draw over and over. And you did a 110 over and over. But if I tell you do a bill drill and just see what happens, you'd probably do a 1.35, 1.5, just because mentally all of a sudden it gets in your head. Draw, react to the color of the sight, and send it. Stand by. Stand by. 2 shots. Right. Support hand against the belly, against the chest. Actually, if you bring your support hand clear up here against the chest, it will bring your whole presentation just a little bit higher and make the whole thing kind of work a little better, I tell you. Okay. I mean, it's looking great. You're just chasing a little bit here and there. All right, stand by. All right. Okay, exactly as I predicted, your first shots have skyrocketed to 1.5 for the first shot. Why?
Second, worry about the second.
Your brain, all right?
Over confirming.
Exactly. All of you are going draw, bang, bang. And you're putting a doubles into there.
Yeah.
And now what I want you to do is red, bang, bang.
Okay.
Color of red, bang, bang. I want you to keep doing exactly what you're doing. Building that perfect grip. Perfection. Perfection. Stand by. Hell yeah. Okay, so I picked up your first shot, which went down.
I'm gonna go mark target.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, mark your targets if you want to. This will be the last time we mark the targets, though. You might put up some new ones, but you guys wanting to mark those targets is a sign of control.
Yeah, it is. You are so fucking right on that.
You got all freaking A's and a couple of the stragglers here and there, like
One Charles.
wanting to mark the targets, period,
Yeah.
and needing that validation from the target. Your eyeballs give you validation. I just did that right.
Yeah. Or I just did that wrong. Yeah.
Exactly. Your eyeballs, your brain gives you that validation. That'll be the last time we mark the target. Now I want you to start sending it, reacting to the color red, sending 2 shots, and then try to tell me where they went. Stand by. Okay, everybody's starting to get down now. Okay, we're gonna keep doing this doubles. Actually, let's do 4. Okay, I want to put some holes in these targets so you stop fucking looking at them. Okay.
So 4.
Think about this. Okay, just hold on for a second, going down range. Now, the accuracy standard is not the A zone anymore. It's the AC zone.
Okay.
Okay.
Think about how much freaking faster you can do things just thinking A's and C's.
Okay.
Think about how fast you can do shit just thinking about center of brown. That's a big ass brown target right in front of you. Think if this was a human being running at you, you'd be sending it, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know
Totally
what I'm
different.
saying? Hell yeah.
Okay.
So start thinking center of brown, no A zone, no C zone, just getting it. Stand by. 4 shots. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Hey, you put your 3 shots. The first one went a little low, and the other 3 went in a group that big. Thank you. Your left arm came out a little bit though, so
Yeah.
all right. All right, stand by. 4 shots.
Faster, so I'm coming down over the top.
Okay.
So I need to start pushing out sooner as opposed to coming, because I'm so used to coming over the top, catching my dot and the gun going off.
Right.
So
And I don't necessarily want you to change today. If you think that that way is better,
no,
or my way, or
I don't think a way is better. That's the thing, is this is the way that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think a way is better. I think whatever you do better is better.
Yeah.
So, if you, whatever's getting the results, now we're in speed mode. Now we're trying to push your physical limits so that when you leave here today, you can say, I can do that shit. 6 months from now, you maybe own it.
Yeah.
But I can do it is what we're getting at today. You are crushing it. Just make sure no more chasing. Yep. I want you to have a bruise on your sternum tomorrow. All right, guys. 4 shots again. Reacting to the color of the sight and pulling the trigger as fast as you can. Stand by. That's starting to get pretty quick. Old man is catching right up with
He's
you.
getting it, man. He's getting
I'm
it.
telling you, look
I was
at his
able
target.
to. I was able to punch it out a little bit better. I put those 4 rounds.
Yeah,
so,
you were done, and your trigger finger's obviously pretty fast.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
All right. Reacting to the color of the sight, pulling the trigger as fast as you possibly can. Stand by.
That's what's up.
Nice. Okay. You're 2/10 of your draw away from a 2-second-ish field drill. Right there. That was like 2 C's or something maybe, you know what I mean? The group is this big, but it's at the top, you know, you're not using every available inch you can, but, you know, like that was 186 for 4 shots. Like, where do you get down here? Okay. Ready? Now, I don't want you to try to go super fast or anything.
Okay.
I want you to be perfect and then just kind of pull the trigger without thinking about it. So stand by.
Nice, Ted.
So that was a first shot of 136. Now he, being slower out of the holster, but reacting to the color of the sight and pulling the trigger, is almost matching your draw times, right?
Yeah.
Because he's pulling the trigger a little slower, not worrying about that part.
Yeah.
And just kind of, dot, bang, 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 whatever it ends up
Red, bang.
being. 136, 39 second shot, so kind of a lag there. And then 28, 26, right? Like that's pretty awesome. And you might have had a C. I don't think you even did.
I'm looking at the red.
Exactly. Painting that A zone.
I got 2 assignments.
Yep.
This and red.
Yep. See red, go.
That's
Center
right.
of ground. Okay. 108 first shot. Beautiful. Right in that range we were in earlier. 21 split. Then a 28. Kind of maybe a little trigger
Had a
freeze or
little
something.
trigger
right?
freeze there.
And so some people, if you got a really fast trigger finger and good recoil control, a lot of guys you'll see doing build drills, they'll go, bah! So
Yeah.
he'll pause a little bit and then, bah!
We'll
Right?
get set up for it, and then
Set up for splits.
yeah.
Bad part. They'll do that on transitions and shit too.
Yeah.
They'll set up, bah! Set up, bah! Set up, bah! Thing is, transitioning going bang, 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 bang is faster. Almost every
Yeah.
time. And it's flowy. You can flow across bang, 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 and not ba-ba, 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 and then leave or something.
Yeah.
Bang, 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 bang. It's way easier to leave.
All right, I got enough to rip one more.
Okay.
The
180 is your time to beat.
see if I can not get that trigger. You do a better job of balancing that grip tension.
Yep. And I think you're still over confirming, and you're
Yeah.
not going off a red. You're going off a dot.
Red. Got to do red.
I know I'm going off the
Stand
dot.
by. I know you went off a red.
Yeah,
You let it sling up a little, right?
It went up a little.
110 first shot. So
Nice.
that was 168.
Okay.
Think about it. 20 split, 20 split. That's a 208 bill drill.
Yeah.
That's
So that's
starting to get down.
That's what it's got to feel like.
Yep.
And
So
get-
I want to
yeah.
just show you guys what I'm doing in this kind of situation, reacting to red. And you know, I can't really pull the trigger that much faster, right? I'm not a splitter, but the draw and stuff will. What are we doing? 4 shots?
Quattro.
Stand by. Okay. Those are all A's.
Yep.
126 for all of it. 68 first shot, 20 split, 20 split. So I've shot 3 shots by a 108 draw, right?
Yeah.
Now, you probably noticed I'm slinging that.
Yeah.
That's a 68 first shot. I'm slinging that on out there pretty nastily. But center of brown, reacting to red, right? And this is speed mode. Once you get used to sending the shit out of it, just reacting to red, going at crazy speeds, like putting your dot on there nicely and going a
Feels
starts
slow.
to yeah, it feels slow and it starts to feel easy. Listen, fighter pilots, astronauts, what do they do before they get ready to freaking launch them?
Train up.
They train and they inoculate to the situation, or the shitty conditions they're about to be in. So G-force is speed. They sit them in a fucking chair and sling them around in circles to get G's.
Our nature.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. Seat time. Seat time in that chair and slowly ramping up the speed. And the next day or the next week, slowly ramping up. Seat time in that chair is what you're doing right now. Seat time going at full speeds. All of a sudden, full speed, 3 Gs, where you passed out and you fell apart,
You're not puking anymore.
you're doing math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing math problems at 3 Gs now, 4 Gs or whatever the hell they get up to, crazy shit. Like,
9, 10.
Yeah.
Seriously.
right. What's a normal person pass out at when they've not
1.2 to 1.5.
Yeah.
bang?
Like 1.5 is will usually get most people.
So you start falling apart, you start not being able to see straight, all this kind of shit at speeds, and then you inoculate. You get seat time going that fast. And all of a sudden, a 1 second draw feels fairly easy, and a 0.6 or 8 or something like that starts to feel kind of fast. Big thing, what I teach is bouncing ball, like we did the thing earlier, but bang, bounce, right? It's not bang, bang,
Bounce,
over,
yeah.
or hard lining is what it's called when we get 3 sight pictures, right? Bang, bang, and all the recoil control shit that we did is in order to make this better too. So we're not pushing the gun back. If you push the gun back to the target, you will push it back there 3 times. Just because you can't like physically allow it to do the,
Yeah.
get the hell like bang, 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 and bounce, bouncing ball. And all we got to do is keep that dot bouncing along. And what you'd be surprised in is how relaxed you can actually be and transition really well. So these targets are fairly spread out. This is going to be shit that we transition with our knees, our belt buckle, right? That gross body alignment with the hips, right? And if you see my knees, I can't just swing my hips around. That's never going to be precise. But if I set up, okay, I'm here, or maybe I come into position, bang, 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 bang. This. So,
Easier your fulcrum.
for me, it's always been really easy
Yeah.
because you're always kind of doing that shit boxing-wise. You're rolling on your knees and your hips and twisting your body and doing things, and you're used to your knees working constantly rolling around.
Yeah.
So it was always an easy concept for me to roll around on my knees. Whereas other guys, they kind of stiffen their knees and they want to do this, and it's so much easier to be precise if we just have a slight roll of the knees and think, okay, the massive erection thing really freaking works, honestly. If you think about it, just right?
Knocking them over.
Yeah, the gross body alignment is huge. Okay. Think about the top triangle. We build all this shit up. You guys all have a solid top triangle, really. You know, yeah, yours might be. You might not be as confident in it yet, but it's pretty freaking solid as of now. And if we can maintain that, when the nipple's up, that thing stays the same. Bang, bang. And it doesn't have to be big, gross movements, but gross body alignment just means you're grossly aligning your body. It's not precise or anything at too much of a level, but it's getting that body square, 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 square. And the thing is, the shooting problem is what takes the time. The body alignment shit, you know.
Shouldn't.
So let's just act like you're shooting these 3 targets and kind of finger gun it, grossly align your body across them and think, well, that don't take much time. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I just want to see what your knees are doing and stuff. Just kind of mimic, finger gun it. Instead of doing it dry, we'll just do it like this. Right? Now, moving your eyes first is super freaking natural. We do that in everything we do. You go to pick up something off this, right? Stand
Look before
here,
you leave.
Eyes, pick it up. The only thing is, sometimes when we're doing stuff slow, or we get sucked into, I must control my dot, I must see my dot at all times, I just need to follow it around. But all we have to do to get our eyes really moving first is speed up. Your eyes will move first, okay? Otherwise, we're going to be able to see it, and then you're going to overswing and shit like that. Because if you're watching that thing over, I mean, it's very difficult. It's almost damn impossible. If you're trying to go fast, bang, 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 you're going to swing clear past or shoot too early or some bullshit. So as you slowly start to speed up, your eyes will go. Now, come up here and shoot. You, I want you guys to be back here kind of finger gunning it and think bang, 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 bang. Okay. Because your head is a part of that top triangle. As soon as you start transitioning a little bit wider, though, the head snap is a big thing. All right, but it's not a bang, right? Like clear over here, right? Unless I am transitioning that damn far, which then it's going to take a while any damn way.
Exactly.
Right? But with this, it's bang, 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 bang. You can just start to snap your head and snap your eyes a little bit. And just the slightest bit, if you move your head this much, it'll bounce your eyes out of there. So thinking bang, 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 you know, just try to get your head-eye thing going on and just think about it for a minute. Okay. Anybody see what he did?
Yeah.
3 sight pictures for every
3
target.
sight pictures for every target.
That gun stopped, and you could have put another A right on top of the same bullets on each one. Good.
Nice.
Pretty solid.
Oh,
Hips
yeah.
and body work, awesome. The one way that I can tell you guys to make this way easier, and something a lot of people don't do, is we do 2 shots in competition like all the time.
Yes.
1-shot transitions.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We
Bounce, bounce, bounce now.
You're not
There's
having
no
to
control.
think about it as
There's no
much.
control in recoil.
You don't control any recoil.
Bang, bang, bang. We bounce right on across.
All you're doing is moving the gun,
Exactly. And you're allowing the recoil to move the gun. Let that recoil bounce the damn gun over there. All you got to do is put the slightest bit of input. And the great thing is when you have a top triangle structure, you don't even have to put any input up here. You put a little input down here, all of a sudden bounce.
Yeah.
Fuck, the gun's all the way over there already.
Yeah.
Bounce.
That looked really clean though, Dad. That was a phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the transition was
like
awesome.
what you've been able to do in the last couple hours is pretty crazy. So let's do.
You want to have him run it one more time?
Yeah. Go ahead and kind of feel that out. Just do exactly what you just did, basically.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Good job,
awesome.
Dad.
Pretty awesome. Okay. So, jump up there, and we're going to do one shot across.
One shot across.
Yep. Just kind of feel it out. You can push the speed a little bit. Okay. When the dot is there, pull the trigger. All right. Now the one-shotters really show you that it's like,
If you're getting off it,
yeah, you know, if you control that recoil back to it, it kind of really shows you like.
Did I ever control the recoil big time on that one, or?
No, that wasn't bad or
Okay.
anything, but just the one-shot transitions,
Yeah.
period, it'll just show you super quick.
Yeah.
So run another array through there.
Okay.
And try to be, super cognizant of bouncing
bouncing,
the eyes,
okay.
right? Bouncing the gun
Okay.
and bouncing the eyes.
Okay.
And next thing you know, you'll start to feel it. Like it's almost like an epiphany thing you
Yeah.
got to have for yourself.
Wow.
See that?
Holy shit.
Now, if you just did that with 2 shots apiece, that would have been fucking flying.
Holy shit.
So it's just simply another trigger press.
That is insane how it's almost like you're letting go.
Yeah.
Like you're trusting I'm trusting my body dynamics
Yeah.
to just, the way I'm thinking about it is I'm managing my recoil in an arc, not managing my
Yeah,
recoil on the target.
Yeah.
So I'm still managing my recoil, I'm just doing it differently.
Okay.
Instead of doing it here, I'm doing it here.
Yep. And think about a McDonald's arc.
Yeah,
across there.
that was
Yeah.
amazing. Dude, thank you. This is a great drill. Holy
So,
shit.
One shot transitions is money, right?
Holy shit.
And then you add 2, and then a lot of the time I'll do 3. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's a weird one.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta do 3 per.
That's
2 in the
timing
chest, 1 in the
one.
head, or
Yeah,
3
then it's
per.
like 1, 2, 3, and
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and
1,
it's
2
hard.
bounce, 1, 2 bounce.
The more you put into it, but
Yeah.
the one shot just illuminates. it,
Holy
right?
crap.
And think about this. Again, with the structure turning and the legs turning,
Yeah.
the gun just landed on the
On
next
the other target. There was no need to get a sight picture because when I turned my head, the gun was there.
Went to where you looked.
And it wasn't even, like, there was no need. I didn't have to do,
You didn't spend any time.
yeah, I didn't have to
They
do
went
anything.
Bang, bang, bang.
Because it was right there. There was no point in that was amazing.
That was
So
beautiful.
the recoil control stuff and letting go of having to
Yeah.
control recoil so much is like these little epiphanies will just continue. So when we talk about doing a reload, right? This is why I can do reloads real fast, is because I go, gun bounces back into me, I stick it in there and bang.
Yeah, that actually makes so much more sense now that I just felt that. Now I understand it.
Right? I didn't time that, but that was probably pretty fast.
That was
Yeah.
pretty fast.
And it just bang, bang, and that's like, did that look like I tried?
No, that was super
freaking
simple.
effortless.
It was just
Yeah.
really efficient.
You let the gun work for you.
Yep, and that's transitions in a nutshell. Now, when we speed this up and start to go ham, there's a bit of aggression in it.
Of course.
There's a bit of like, okay, now I'm just gonna force the son of a
So
bitch across there.
you're waiting and then you're pulling.
Right.
Yeah.
What this is really good for is 1, wider transitions, and 2, a little bit further target.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's still pretty damn fast,
Mm-hmm.
right? Runner again, a little bit more of that arc.
Okay.
Moving the gun into position. Let your knees move you over there and bounce that thing out of there.
That looked really good.
Yeah, that looked better already.
Yeah.
Same time, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a lot of control, right? We figured that out with the recoil. We figured that out with the draw, right? You got a lot of control. You got a lot of straight line control. This is
But
where,
I did it again from that one to that one.
yep. I mean, the whole thing, like he immediately felt it. Bang! It's in his head forever.
Yeah.
You still need to have that little epiphany. So
Okay.
this time, I literally want you to go like this. All right. I want you to just watch my gun. I want you to go. I mean, that thing, do you see the
Yeah.
arc?
Oh,
Yeah.
you
Now-
just mimic your first one, because each one of your first ones is a perfect little.
Yeah.
Yeah. And see that cadence? It was
Yeah.
pretty quick,
Yeah. It was, yeah.
but it fucking feels so easy. dude.
Yeah.
It really does.
Okay.
We start to push shit, it's gonna get a little crazy.
Right, and that's what I'm doing. Is as soon as the gun goes bang on this target, I'm pushing.
Yeah.
the gun.
But yeah, you're thinking, okay, get it over there
Get
or
it over
something,
there.
and
Yep.
just let her float over there, like you're on a rowboat or something, just cruising. That's
yeah.
right.
That's what
okay.
you're-
I felt it that
Yeah,
time.
run it a couple times. Start feeling this. Get it in your
That
get it in your soul.
start over.
Okay, there. Now we're thinking. Now we can literally physically see the arc of your
Yep.
gun.
That's,
Yeah.
that's
And it's-
beautiful. And it's not slower, that's for sure.
No. And for a guy like you, okay, your grip isn't as established as these guys, right? But for one shot at a time, I would imagine you'll be able to do this extremely well. And it's because maybe you don't have such an illusion of control,
Yeah.
right? So you're less prone to try to force things.
Yeah.
Okay, feel that out. Let them old knees roll you across there. All right.
That was,
So, the only thing I'm going to change on you is I really want you to start getting that ass out. Okay? Your stance, like as far as your legs are good, and I can tell that you got a lot of core strength and stability and shit. But as we start to add a little movement to this, and you go and come into a position and then do that same drill, it's all of a sudden like a different thing than just setting up perfect for it, right? So throwing a little bit of that ass out, right, is going to help you, and then just kind of run the same thing a little bit more positive back angle. Get a little bit more used to, lean on over there a little bit, because that's going to help you when we start moving. Okay. Okay. So you feeling that? Kind of just bouncing right on across?
Oh, I'm trying not to touch that. I'm still looking just for the red.
Okay, yeah. And you're doing it without really trying to do it. You know what I mean?
yeah, you're doing it without trying to do it.
I'm not trying to control it.
Yeah.
I just want to catch that red.
Okay. So that's the thing where it's so much easier to learn shit than unlearn shit.
Yeah, you're doing it great.
Or relearn shit.
You're making it look super easy in comparison to Adam and I, who are
Well,
like,
I
we're
kind
having
of
to
knew that
unlearn
going
shit.
in after all the martial arts, that it was going to be easier for me to just
Yeah. Adapt to
take
everything
instruction
and go.
and quit. Because I could see early on, those guys were chasing,
yeah,
what's his name?
Eric.
Eric. They're chasing Eric.
Right.
And they're all shooting, all of their shots are in, you put a quarter over them, and Eric's are all over the map. I say, he doesn't care.
Yeah. Dude, that illusion of control
Yeah,
is
this is
once,
totally different.
Once you let go of it, you gain more of
Yeah.
it, though.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
His two shots that Eric sends, a full second sooner that are breaking the perf on either side of the 8-inch circle, count the same as our two that are stacked on
Yeah,
top of
exactly.
each other.
The shot in the top of the A zone, the bottom is the same point.
There's the two in the A.
And the AC
Yeah.
that was 2 seconds quicker is still just as good
Yep.
or better.
Or better.
Yeah.
In USPSA especially.
Yeah, exactly.
In IDPA, that's where you got to
But
find
even
that.
2 seconds faster, a down one is still a second faster than.
Yeah. So what you guys are going to understand or start to get is in IDPA, let's say you got this same kind of thing going on in IDPA, and you hit the same exact shots, but it was very, very freaking fast. You're not controlling, you're not trying to over control.
Correct.
And you're still down 0.
Correct.
That's confidence, though.
Yeah.
That takes a lot, because even in the IDPA, if I went and shot an IDPA match tomorrow, I wouldn't shoot it with the same confidence level as
As
USPSA.
yeah.
Because mine's wired so hard to be like center of round.
Yeah.
Fucking send it. But PSA is just as hard of an accuracy sport because
Absolutely.
you're sending it and then they throw a mini popper that's this tall and this wide at 18 yards.
Yeah.
Now you got to send it like a maniac and go, ba-dink, and keep going.
Yeah.
And 1 for 1 is always faster than 3 shots 100 mile an hour.
Absolutely.
So it's the accuracy standards are just
yeah.
as hard. It's just
Different.
modulating speed and accuracy
Yeah.
at different levels.
But
It's
yeah,
always
it's
hitting the
modulating
gas and
yeah.
letting off the gas, hitting the gas.
But it's modulating speed regardless of if you got a half cover or two
Tuxedos.
no shoots or
Well, again, and USPSA sometimes they'll put two
yeah.
no shoots like this, and there's a
Yeah.
sliver of round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that sucks.
Yeah, right.
You know, and that's where people who over control recoil fucking
We'll
hit
dip
white.
one down.
Yeah.
and that's huge penalties.
Oh yeah.
Just like IDPA,
Down 5.
You hit white, and your ass is in trouble. And then the black ones,
Yeah.
if you hit black, that's a miss.
That's a miss. It's a
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, the accuracy standards are the same.
Yeah.
It's just a different
Oh yeah.
game.
1,000%.
And most of the time, USPSA shooters, the highest level USPSA shooters are way better than the highest level IDPA shooters.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Just because the game is bigger, the game pushes more.
It's different. Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
You take any USPSA MGM level shooter, they're fucking crazy good.
Yeah.
Right?
They are.
You're just like, damn, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Right?
Correct.
That's good. You know,
Yeah.
and you can do it all day, every day. You know, it's just, it's something else. So, what we're going to do now that you guys have the fundamental understanding of transition, when we smash these targets together a little bit, we're going to be working off the nipples and not the belt buckle, right? So it's almost easier though, because they're just closer. But then, hold on. We're going to do one more drill before we do
Okay.
that. Okay. Now we're going to add throttle control into this.
Okay.
So we're going to go A, head, A. One shot apiece bouncing across there,
Okay.
and obviously
Yeah.
trying to say, oh, now it's
Yes.
a little different.
Yeah,
now there's
absolutely.
nothing on the side of that
Yeah.
head,
Uh-huh.
and
Yep.
if I fuck this up, I'm going to
Yeah.
miss. You don't have to necessarily put it in the A box in the head, but
Yeah, we get it, yeah.
in the head, try to hit that A box. And let's back one up here just a little bit so the transitions are the right way how we wanted them. Okay, and then that same bang, little bit of throttle control,
Yeah.
bang, and bounce over. And let's see if we can maintain
A speed.
that
Tempo.
almost the same speed.
Yeah.
We really should be able to shoot almost the same
Oh,
speed.
absolutely.
Especially when we're not pushing like we were just were. But a little bit more precision and just a tiny bit more focus if you know. So let's try that out. Okay. Let's try to get that up, dead center in the head, so we don't have any safety zone beside. You know, the head box. There's nothing beside it. You know, all of a sudden it's like, oh, there's less target now. It's just messes with your head. Now we're talking. So, your cadence probably slowed down a tiny bit,
Yeah.
right? Maybe 2/10 or something. So this time, I want you to trust yourself.
Okay.
And I want you to go bang, bang, bang.
Okay.
Okay, where'd that shot go?
High.
Can't see it. Over the head?
Yep.
All right. Do it again. Trust yourself.
Modulate the when it's coming down as opposed to.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to add so this we're full flow,
Yep.
you know, hippie style.
So this you want 2/3 flow.
Yeah, I want to, 6 inches away from that head,
Yeah.
I want to be like control, bang, and then flow again.
Okay.
So that's the whole throttle control in a
Okay.
nutshell. That's what I really want to try to do. So,
Yeah, we saw. Yeah, that throttle here instead of throttling as I'm coming down.
yeah, it's almost like you're throttling from that target to that one, then go bang,
Exactly.
and sending it, which
Yeah.
is good. But if we can try to,
Yes.
shorten that throttling zone and
Yep.
be like, okay, bang, control,
Yep.
bang. You know, just to,
Round the edges off.
and sometimes, you know, I get a little bit too loose sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously when I'm trying to explain this shit, I want to exaggerate a little bit.
Yeah, of
too.
course.
All right. Okay, so let's keep doing that same thing. That looks, that right there, even going to the head, was smoother than you
Yep.
going to the body earlier.
Yeah.
Stand by. Okay.
That sounded more cadenced.
Yeah, that was a little closer what it is. 60's perfect.
Okay.
So that's consistent bang, 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 perfect. They were all good shots, like you can easily do 60s across there. I think personally you can do 40s across there pretty easily. So I'm gonna run a run here and just kind of see, just bouncing across, not pushing speed, but pushing the bounces across and see what I can do, so I got some data to go by.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm still bouncing the gun across, right? It's going to be harder to see the faster you go.
Right. It's you know, it's
Yeah.
it's not that. It's more that.
Yeah.
You know.
Doom. Yeah, if I'm moving the gun across that hard, then all of a sudden this arc is going to go,
Right.
right? Bang, bang, bang.
Right.
So those were a 3-0, a 3-3, and a 3-2.
So pretty fucking
Exactly, boom, 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 right?
Yeah.
Like, all we want when we're doing transitions and collecting data is to see that they're the same,
Yep.
right? Doesn't matter the speed, but we damn sure don't want a 20, a 30, and a 40, or
Yeah.
a 20, a 20,
Yeah.
and a 30, or some shit like that, because that means we're doing something wacky in between. Okay, so at your, confidence level, you're going to chill a little bit on that headshot, right? But you put it in there, and that's all that matters.
Awesome. Nice shot, Dad.
Yeah. So run it one more time. Try to flow across a little bit more. If you miss, who cares? Okay. Yeah, just across the body. 1, 1, 1. And the draw time doesn't matter. All I want to see is just kind of the consistency across. Stand by. All right. Great. But now that we're thinking about other things,
forgot.
yep. Okay, so that one we're gonna see just by ear.
Yeah.
We're gonna see a little gap.
Sounded pretty cadenced.
Yep.
Yeah, that-
So what I was figuring here was, your comfortable speed when you were trying to get that down was 60s across. He just did it in 50s, 55, 56. So that hard line, that control, any of that control is just going to slow you down when you don't even think so. You'll try harder, go slower,
Yeah.
right? So those were 60 or 57, a 56, and a 56. Perfect.
Jesus, that's
Yeah.
pretty much as consistent as you can get right
Yeah,
there.
perfectly across. That's
Yeah.
what you want. Really, within like a half a tenth or so,
Yeah.
within 0.05 or so, like your money. So now, what I want you to do is just do a run where you try to push it across there as fast as you can. React to the color, react to the color, react to the color. Stand by. Right.
Get it.
Right. So those are 50s across. When I did it pretty quick there was 30s.
Yeah.
Like that's legitimate.
Good job,
Okay.
Dad.
So
And that was a good bounce.
And it was good A zones too on all of them.
yeah, I mean it's just
That was awesome.
beautiful, beautiful. Going up on the timer. Now I want you to push.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you worried about you want to push the draw and everything, or
I
just
want-
push the transition?
Well, you got to start thinking about pushing.
yeah, no, I'm okay
everything.
with whatever. I just
Yeah,
want to know what you want me to do.
So from now on, like
Push
we've
everything.
worked all this stuff independently, now we need to really start thinking about, hey,
Okay,
if we're
yeah.
going fast, we're going fast.
Yeah, okay, Ricky,
Right.
got it.
So I don't necessarily want you to go hammer crazy speed and miss the first shot, but I want, you know, put the shit together and go as hard as you can. All right, stand by. Okay, all right. Now, the targets are shot up. You tell us where you hit.
A zone, somewhere in the C, and then A zone.